Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to this channel, our Sunday show in the cottage on the hill, where it has been very, very, very busy. My son and daughter-in-law from Denver have been here visiting for the weekend and for Mother's Day. My brother and sister-in-law from Overland Park, Kansas have been here, and we have been doing the neighborhood. We have been spending time on the social patio. We've been having so much fun, which then kind of makes me have to retract a promise that I made to show you the finale of the inside and or the outside of the house. Right now, there's just too many people here, too much going on, too much mess, so we'll save that for next weekend. But today, here's what we've got coming up. We're gonna go thrifting. We've actually been to this thrift store before, but now it is just literally down the street from me, so that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna show you a little bit about some changes here at the cottage on the side, some flagstone work that we've had done, but I'm not gonna show you the whole thing yet because boy, when I do, it's gonna be pretty spectacular. We've still got a little bit of primping and putzing to do. So Stuart, what do you say? It's gonna be kind of busy today, so let's get started. Well, everyone come join me and my Spanish beauty daughter-in-law, Taylor Vater, which is kind of weird.
Vater.
Which is kind of weird for me. They're visiting here from Denver, and boy, have we spent a lot of time on the new social patio.
We have. It's been so fun.
Ton of fun. I did, as I promised you, I told you I was going to get an umbrella, and I have done that, and it has been pretty valuable here.
It has. It's been quite humid and sunny and rainy, and it's just been great.
But it has not kept us from enjoying the social patio. Stuart, how about right here? You put just a little tiny montage together of how the social patio, the brick and flagstone social patio came together. It was a space that did not exist, and lots of people, Taylor, I think lots of my followers at first thought I was a little crazy, that I wanted to have a patio, which one of our followers dubbed it the social patio, I think, Stuart, on the front. But boy, it's a happening spot, isn't it?
It is awesome. And honestly, I never thought of having like a patio on your front yard, but last night we were drinking rosé and eating your little platter that you put together, the Greek platter, and I swear neighbors from all over just started coming out and saying hi, and it was just so much fun.
It feels like you're at the epicenter.
Yeah, it really does. Everyone just comes to you, and it was a lot of fun last night.
It's just so fun. Okay, so I am going to just ask Taylor a few questions because the last time she and my son Jamie, I'll get in trouble for that. Jamie were here. They saw the cottage in December when there was pretty much nothing here. There were no furnishings, no nothing.
I cannot believe that we were here in December and it was just grass and dirt and an empty house. I just cannot believe how fast you put all of this together. It blows my mind.
So, okay, so this is a little egotistical on my part, but does it look like Jamie and me?
Yes, absolutely. It is just so cute. Little fairy tale cottage. I mean, what you've done inside is just so magical. It is so cute. I can't wait for everyone to see it.
Well, I think it was important for me that my kids understood why we wanted to make the change, and also understood that not only were we moving away, but more importantly for Hubs and I, we were moving to.
Yep.
We were moving to a place with a lifestyle that we really wanted to create for ourselves. And so just since you've been here, tell me all the places that you have been able to walk to.
I mean, there's the park right down the street. I got up yesterday morning and walked to get coffee. I mean, it was like
and
less
you had
than
three
half
or
a
four
mile.
different places.
Yeah,
to
three or
choose
four
between.
different places to choose from. I mean, you are just in a perfect location, and young families everywhere, and everyone's
fun.
so active, and
Yeah.
it's great.
And Jamie, my son, ran down to Scissortail, just past downtown, and by Myriad Gardens, and he said so much stuff was going on. And the fact that that is within walking distance. And then one of my favorite little boutiques that I like to shop at is in the Paseo, which is also very close. And look at those darling earrings.
I know, I went there yesterday and I got these cute little earrings and these,
those are cool.
Aren't these fun? It's called Edens, and then these fun little pink pants for summer. So
yeah, it's fun. And it's also fun for me because not having daughters, I've never gotten to do that kind of thing. So now it's really fun.
I know.
To kind of share fashion tips and styling tips, and like I say, oh, do I need a pair of those earrings? And then I think no, because it looks so pretty on her dark hair, but I'm fair. So it's so fun.
It has been fun. We went to dinner at our favorite restaurant, Cheever's Cafe, the other night. We walked there.
And we laughed so hard. And it was right before you know what? You took that great selfie picture of us, Stuart. I need to give those pictures to you because we were all outside looking at the sky. My brother and sister-in-law, we were all looking at the sky. We looked like there was an alien ship about to land. And we were looking up at it, and you took a selfie of us.
I did. Everyone is looking straight up, and I was like, what is up there?
What
and
is
it was
up
the Oklahoma
there?
sky.
And it was the Oklahoma sky with these weird
clouds.
Weird clouds. Anyhow, it was beyond fun. And we came back and we were sitting in the great room. We were experiencing all the different parts of the cottage. And we were watching Gary England, checking to make sure that, checking the Doppler and making sure that the finger clouds weren't going to turn into tornadoes. And I think it didn't. So I'm not being cavalier. I think it was safe, and we got a lot more rain. Now, I had hoped that you would be able to join us because you and I love to thrift together.
We do. When we come home, my parents live not too far from here, and so they're doing a little Mother's Day brunch with my grandparents. As soon as Jay and I come into town, it's like everyone gathers, and
it's fun. And we're going to actually go over to your family's house for Mother's Day brunch tomorrow because you guys have been staying here at the cottage with me, and it has just been beyond fun, and it was the best Mother's Day gift that I could have had. Is having you guys here. It's just so much fun.
So happy to be here.
I know. I
just can't get over inside. I mean, I was working from the kitchen yesterday, and we were just walking through, and you were like, can you believe this is from Amazon? Can you believe this is from eBay?
This is from my local thrift store. Yeah, because we kind of like a bargain.
Oh, absolutely.
And I was so surprised because I asked little Jamie, I said, okay, so what's your favorite part of the house? And at first he said, oh, I don't know. I think I really like the front parlor. But then he kind of monopolized, he was working yesterday, so he monopolized my office all day. And he said, I hate to say it, but maybe this office is now my favorite room because he was really enjoying having a dedicated space. Well, I'm going to let you go because I know you've got to get going, and Stuart, we need to get going, so this might be a good place for us to take a break. But in the future, you can expect Taylor to be in a lot more videos.
Yep.
I want to go back to that wonderful Goodwill
in Denver. We had
Big video.
we have a couple really great thrift stores we need to check out when you come up. And of course, Jamie and I are in the process of buying a house in Denver.
Yes.
Hasn't happened quite yet, but I cannot wait to get you out there to help furnish and just give us all the best ideas for our new home.
Well, they have great taste, but it's so funny to me because I make fun of Jamie all the time. Growing up, he just couldn't understand why we wanted to live in an older house in an older neighborhood and all this kind of stuff.
It's our style.
But now
he loves it.
I know. And so now I find it so ironic that the past 3 houses you guys have looked at in an old neighborhood have all been.
It's like the historic neighborhood, the two-door homes, that cottage-like homes. He just loves them. So you gave him great style.
I know, but growing up, he just thought, why do we live in this old house? And now, of course, but then you have an appreciation for older homes too.
I do.
And so anyhow, her aesthetic is. And by the way, if there is somebody who needs to teach me how to cook, it is Taylor, because she is just an incredible cook, and we will spend lots of time at the island in the cottage. But right now it is just sheer chaos in there. There's too many people taking showers and running in and off. So we'll give you the final look through of the cottage a little bit later. Love you, darling.
Love you. It's
Okay,
great to be
and
here.
look at I did just now notice she loves color echoes as much as I do. Look at her fingernails perfectly match your britches.
Oh, they do. And I know I told you I didn't like Barbie pink, but I did paint my nails Barbie pink.
And they're so cute. Okay, where'd you get those shoes?
Oh, these are Target.
Those are Target?
Yep, Target. Super inexpensive, great summer shoe.
And are they good to walk in?
Great to walk in.
Because one thing, and here's my question of the day for you guys. I am looking for really great, not tennis shoes, not lace up, but really great looking summer sandals that have enough support so that you can walk a lot in them without your feet hurting.
Yeah.
And you guys walk so much in downtown Denver, and so it's my question of the day for you guys too. If you have recommendations for me for a brand, for you guys are stylish, for stuff that just like this that look really cute but that are also eminently walkable. No high heels.
No high heels.
No 4-inch heels.
It's summer.
Yes, it's definitely summer. So that's my question of the day. We're going to break here and we will be back. Well, right before we came inside, after we shot that earlier segment, I was asking Taylor if there was anything that she wanted me to look for at the thrift store, because we always try to thrift first. But in the event we can't find what we are looking for, tell me what you had asked me to put on my list to look for.
So I'm very into these like oversized painter like shirts.
Yeah, especially linen.
Especially linen right now. I have one that I've just worn out a lot. I like to style it just over jeans. I mean, over even something like this, just throwing this on. I've been really into wearing my workout clothes and a cute pair of chunky tennis shoes with this thrown over.
And with just, and even just with leggings and
with
stuff.
With leggings, biker shorts.
And this, I wanted to show her this because number one, it's almost Mother's Day. Granted, it's tomorrow or today when you're watching this. But this looks so much like her mom.
Oh,
and this is a brand that I get off of Amazon, but it's consistent. It's always very good. It's called Mini B, and this comes in like every different color of polka dot, and I've given it so many times as a gift in all different colors, and your mom would look great in it, in white with black dots. But also, just this is another one of their just plain varieties that I've just got in blue, but whatever color you like. And you'd probably want a larger size than me because you really like oversized. Exactly. But this is one thing I am going to be looking for at the thrift store, and in general, another thing I'm going to be looking for is just I've kind of got blue on my mind. So kind of anything in blue. But if I see something oversized, and I might even look in the men's side.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great idea.
Yeah, I might try that. Okay. Of course, she's so cute. She would look good in anything. But that's one thing that we're going to put on our thrifting shopping list. That's hard to say. Thrifting shopping list. Okay, Stuart, I just found this metal box. Now, I don't know if it would come home with me or not, but, and I don't know what it is, if you guys do, but this could be kind of a cool, very vintage, kind of Jill Sharp kind of thing. And then it's got partitions in here. So what would you use it for?
I mean, I got tons of tiny things.
Yeah, I just, I don't know, but I just think that could be such a really cool.
Jamie and fly fishing seems like the coolest.
Yeah, Jamie and fly fishing. Okay. So I'm going to kind of think about this. I don't know. This may or may not come home with me, but I'm going to put it here for now. It's on the bottom shelf. Okay, here's something, you guys, that I used to do when my kids were big milk drinkers, and all of their friends just loved it. And that's that I would pour from the container, from the carton, the milk into a glass milk bottle. Now this actually was a Tropicana juice bottle, but you could find a cork, or this is probably a standard size. You could put that, oh, this would be a great gift if you're like taking orange juice for mimosas to somebody's house, or Bloody Mary mix or something. This would be a great idea, great hostess gift. I think that's kind of fun. And these are, I don't know what they are. They're very, very cheap though. Okay, so that's kind of a fun idea. I don't need them right now, but if it were closer to the holidays, I might be thinking about that. Okay, I don't need any more pots. Pots like a hole in the head, but this is really fun. $2.98, and I think it's on sale, 50% off of that. This looks very West Elm. It's heavy. It would look great with a cactus in it, or for guys to put it on your dresser to collect change. I think that would be a great steal. Okay, now this is one of these things that you could transform. I used to have finials on my QVC line, Stuart, do you remember? And they sold out immediately. Well, here are a couple of finials. Now, granted, right now, these look a little cheap and cheesy. They're just resin. But you could get some of that faux stone paint, spray paint, and you could paint these and they would look just like stone. They would look just like stone. Or you could use it like for a bookend. If you're styling a bookcase, you could spray paint it to look like stone, and that could be kind of fun. I'm looking for blue stuff, but I don't think that's tripping my trigger. Let's see. Okay, you guys, here is another general category of stuff that you always want to be looking for. And I've mentioned it many, many times, but glass in general. So here's something, if you were wanting to create a terrarium or something like that, yeah, that was a real thing for a while. These would be just brilliant. They have kind of an amber color. You could put these over some existing candlesticks that you already had, and these would be spectacular. And then something else that's really pricey if you buy them new, and that's these glass hurricanes. So this one is $4.98 and probably on sale. That would be a great deal. If I didn't already have some, that would go in my basket. Now, another category that I always shop for are baskets, and I don't really need any right now, but I tend to look for those that look kind of expensive. So this one, I don't know that it really looks expensive, but it looks old, and this would be something great, again, to use as a gift. You could put a plant in here, you could put a glass jar in here and use it in the bathroom for toothpaste holder, things like that, or in your office for pens and pencils, things like that. How fun would this be to take to somebody's home with some kind of linen in it, or just bring somebody a picnic? Just bring them their own picnic. You know, in the old movies, the girlfriend or the wives, the women, like Debbie Reynolds and such, they would go visit some man at his office, and they would bring a picnic to his office in a basket like this. It would also be a good idea for a man to do that for a woman at her office. But this would be kind of fun. Here's another one. If it were around Easter, this would be a great Easter basket. Hey, Stuart, have you found? Stuart was looking for a great big ashtray, just kind of an old-fashioned 60s type ashtray. Oh, I see something. Score. Okay.
Oh, that's where I started.
Okay, and okay, these were Banana Republic, made in Italy. Now, why would I need 2 white bowls? Well, it is salad season time, you guys, and salad bowls for Hubs and I are never large enough. So in addition to serving pieces, you can make great entree salads in here. You could actually mix them in the bowls themselves. They match my existing white china or white pottery. I think these are going to come home with me, Stuart. And again, I got rid of lots of stuff when we moved to the cottage. And there are a few things that I think, oh, maybe I wish I hadn't gotten rid of because they were actually kind of practical. Let's see. Okay, now these aren't exactly blue, and I do not need them, but this is something that in the past I would have picked up on immediately because these are great glasses for a number of different purposes. You could use these as cocktail glasses. You could use these as orange juice glasses, as votive cups. These would be great. I don't need them, but definitely this is something that I would encourage someone else to scoop up. And if you are furnishing a rental home, a cottage home, or a vacation cottage or something like that, this is the kind of place you need to come for your glassware, for your mugs and things. Stuart, these, again, I don't need one of these, but my mother-in-law always had one of these thermal coffee jugs at Christmas time, so that when you're making coffee for a crowd and you want to keep it warm. Okay, let's see here. Okay, these are blue. These are more blue. And they are very similar to those other ones. And there's 4 of these. I don't know, do I need these or not? Do I or don't I? Do I or don't I? Okay, you guys are going to have to watch to the end to see if these actually came home with me or not. Okay, this is another thing I don't need right now, but in the past I have looked for them. These are just inexpensive serving trays, and they're lightweight. I don't know if they're aluminum or what. They originated from Dollar Tree, it looks like. But if you had topiaries or any kind of plants like amaryllis and you're just wanting a tray that you could put underneath them instead of individual saucers, like if you're styling them at Christmas or something, these would be great alternatives. Because if they get ruined or they get circular marks on them from the watering, not an issue. Likewise, here is always a good place. Thrift stores are always a good place to just look for small saucers like this, small serving pieces, because not only could you use them as dishes, but you could also use them as saucers underneath any kind of house plants. I've probably mentioned that before, but here they happen to have a whole bunch of them and they all match. Okay, this is a nostalgic flashback. When I was in high school and a period of time in college, I worked at a place called Nomi's Ark in Edmond. It was a really high-end gift shop, and we sold so many of these. And believe me, they were a lot more than $2.98 when we sold them. This is real pewter. It makes a wonderful, just for serving rolls or bread. This would be, again, this would be a great gift item, or even scrub that off. And if you are, your budget is challenged and you need a wedding gift for someone, this would really be very nice. Okay, this intrigues me. What is this? Okay, what is that? I don't really know what this is. Do you guys know what this is? Is it just a basket that collapses or an accordion? Stuart, do you know what that is?
That's what it looks like it's supposed to look like.
Is maybe, I don't know. If you guys know, fill us in. You guys are so resourceful. Okay, that's kind of what she's looking for, but I don't know. This doesn't quite look youthful enough. It's Liz Claiborne. It would be a good deal for somebody, but I don't think for Taylor.
Not big enough.
It's not big enough, no. It says it's an extra large, but okay, you think I'm gonna do something, but I'm really not. At this point, let's just speed it up and kind of make a few really quick loops to see if there's anything. And if not, I would give today just maybe a C. So another category that I always look for or look at, and that is old lamps. Now, I don't really see anything here that flips my switch, but I'm always on the lookout. What's that? Oh, you are so right. I didn't even catch that.
Look at the size of that.
Wah, wah. I know. Okay, now right here, this would, not for me because I don't need one, but if you needed a fireplace set, now
I need them.
do you really? Okay, I don't particularly like the holder, but you could take these out of the holder, Stuart. There you go. Yeah, there you go. I mean, these are pretty nice and functional, especially these. And these don't look like they even match the set. I could use some of those.
I think somehow I've lost them.
You've lost them in the recesses of your basement? Oh man, you talk about taking you back.
Can't not type on it, can you?
You can't, no, I can't. What was that? And you know, I can't, everything feels so big and whatever. But the thing is, this was still a touch one, you know, where you don't have to press very hard. Remember well, you probably don't, you're too young, but those real old original ones that you really had to push hard on.
It's a workout.
Oh, we've come so far. Yep. Okay, this is kind of fun. So this is a push seeder, if you're like overseeding your grass, but also fertilizing. But look at it, it's so old. Look at that, it's kind of vintage. This would be very, very fun, especially if you lived out in the country. I think it would be a fun display piece. Okay, now this is it would need a little work, but on my blonde wood floors, if I needed a chest of drawers just for storage, you could change out the poles. You could do just a little reparation work on it. And this, you could even paint this. This would make a really great sideboard. If you were a renter or, you know, your budget wasn't very large, you could paint this. This would make a great bar. This would be great storage in an apartment. I don't know how much it is, but that would be a great alternative. Oh my gosh. Now, this is a pretty cool vintage find. It's beaten up, I know, but it looks old.
I thought we were talking about the box.
No, oops, I don't, an empty box behind it. But look at this. For $29.96, this is a really cool piece. I don't know that I have any place to put it.
Does it work outside?
Yeah, well, no, it would not be waterproof outside, but you know, if it's something that's just going to have a short lifespan anyway, or if it were in a covered patio, this could really be cool. This would be a great piece, say, for the great room if I didn't already have a table. But this is great, and it would look great with topiaries on it. And it says 29, but it would probably be even less than that. That is really cool. And Stuart, what's that metal box over there? Is that a smoker?
Yeah, it's a smoker.
And if you were doing mid-century again, kind of mid-century 60s stuff. You could clean up that table. You could paint it a really fun color. And look, there's another push cedar next to it, really old. You could do a whole collection of those old push fertilizers. Okay, this is really a flashback because my second mom used to have a bunch of this. You guys, I'm sure, probably recognize it. All of this kind of cut glass. There's stemware, there's bowls. Obviously, it does not like to be put in the dishwasher, and this at some point was. But there's all sorts of pieces. I don't even know if it would be safe to eat off of now. But is that not a flashback? Stuart, do you recognize this stuff?
The style, yeah.
Yeah, this style. Okay, let's walk down here just a little bit, because I see something blue. Okay, that's kind of, well, no, it's chipping. But that would be kind of a cool blue bottle. I really like, that glass work, but it's not too great. Let me see. We were down this aisle before, Stuart, but I don't remember some of this stuff. Do you? You probably were just, too busy. Okay, this is a good piece. Oh, this is a really good piece. Look, it's got a dome on it. So for a cheese platter and things, okay, this is a good piece. What do you think? Does this go in my cart? I haven't seen much good blue stuff, Stuart. Here's a saucer, but there's just one. It kind of is in the pattern of a pot that I have. Meh. I'm being much more discriminating for the cottage than I was for the other house. I got rid of a lot of stuff, so I don't want to start acquiring too much stuff again. Now, these, again, flashback kind of things, how fun are those? And these are very tempting. Oh my goodness. Do these end up in my cart or not for Thanksgiving? I don't know, Stuart. What do you think? Look, there's two different styles. For around Thanksgiving, those would be so fun. And are these just little shot glasses?
I guess so.
Okay.
Big shots.
Yeah. And then look, there's the matching dishes. Oh my goodness. If you were just starting out and needed some inexpensive dishes and you were hosting Thanksgiving for the first time, and look at some of this really brightly colored stuff, Stuart. Even though there's blue, I kind of don't think I need that. But very fun. Very, very fun. Well, we're back from thrifting, and I'm getting ready to do a little bit of work outside. If you want to see what ultimately ended up in my basket and came home with me, we'll be showing you at the very end. But right now, I wanted to give you an update on the flagstone walkway that goes around to the back. I love the way the social patio worked out. We have spent all sorts of time here already, but Stuart, and we might show a little bleep here. I don't know, can we do a little insert here on how the patio came together? I don't know if we can or not, but I really love the way it looks. My creeping thyme that I planted is starting to fill in. It's happy there. And then we round the corner. And I'm not sure how these two little boxwood ended up in between these flagstone pavers, but these will get moved out. And then this over here is still messy. I've got to move, I've got a little bit more gravel and mulch to place, but I want to show you how this looks because it is just about finished. So all of the flagstone is now even. It is very even. I'm just encouraging all of you out there to come back with me. Stuart, did you just trip?
The weird blocks
In the middle, I'm sorry. I thought I just had pointed those out to you.
Yeah,
But all of you, please come along with me, and you can see that all of the flagstone pavers are now even, and they've got a good cadence rounding this bend. I've put down some sod in here. I still need to kind of beautify the bed line a little bit. And then to prevent a little bit of weeding, to prevent any of the gravel and the mulch to wash down, we did put in.
Step on the side at all. I didn't know that.
Well, it hasn't.
I just didn't know.
Okay. Just don't hurt yourself. Just don't hurt yourself. So this this will settle some, but we did have to put a little bit of metal edging in here to contain the mulch and the gravel, which I don't necessarily like, but sometimes you do what you have to do. And ultimately what I'll do is plant something along the edge to kind of camouflage this and protect it a little bit. But there definitely is easy passage now. From here to the back gate. Now, one fun thing that I decided to do was put a little, kind of just a little informal brick patio here. You can see that I have not filled it in with gravel yet, and I will. Here, let's pretend. Let's pretend. So this will be filled in, and then this is pretty easy passage. It's flat, it's even, especially if you are not photographing anything or taking video or walking backwards. But speaking of backwards, Stuart, let's just kind of turn around and show everyone how pretty it looks this way. And I've always said when it all fills in, it won't look nearly so busy. It won't look nearly so pixelated. It will just be full and lush, and that's just a matter of time, and you will probably see it next week when, as I promised, I will ultimately show you what it all looks in its completed state in the front at the cottage on the hill. Well, Stuart, I don't know about you, but I am happy to be back at the cottage because it's way too pretty outside to be inside kind of a dark thrift store. So, in case you are wondering with great anticipation, what I brought home with me here is what ended up in my basket at the end. And this was a late find.
Cool.
But I loved this little cheese board. And by the way, all of this stuff I got for $4.77. So I love this. I think it's great. This would be a great Mother's Day gift, but it is a Mother's Day gift to me. And it is a two-parter. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this tape off or not without some scissors here, Stuart. But it definitely, the top fits in the bottom, and it will be wonderful. I can see gorgeous strawberries in there. That would be beautiful. Cheese and crackers, an assortment of cheeses. And then, probably for me, the most valuable find were just these great white porcelain dishes from Banana Republic, made in Italy, because these will be great for salads. And it's interesting because all of my white porcelain has this kind of graininess, the scratching in it, so it just kind of matches with my stuff that I've had for years. I just got 2 of these. I decided I didn't need those little blue glasses. There were a couple of other things I think I put in my cart, but they ended up being put back because I am being, as I said, more discriminating about what comes back to the cottage on the hill. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Happy, happy Mother's Day to all of you, and especially to my followers who always mother me in the comments.